Good morning, students. Today we are going to find dynamic versions of demand functions. The dynamic versions of demand function is otherwise known as distributed lag models of demand. And here we will get 7 or 6 topics covered under dynamic versions of demand function. All the topics are demand for durable commodities, demand for non-durables, Hadakar and Taylor model, Nerlovian model, or the question may be like this: explain stock adjustment principle or habit creation principle. All these are one under dynamic versions of demand function. Let's find out the recent development made under demand and how the demand is made dynamic. We can make the demand function dynamic by including lagged values of quantity demand and lagged values of income. The idea originated from current purchasing decisions are influenced by past behavior. That may be in the past levels of income or past levels of demand. So, we come to the conclusion that past levels of income and past demand influences current demand. Here, there are two types of commodities: durable commodities and non-durable commodities. The past purchases of durable commodities that constitute a stock, while the past purchases of non-durable commodities or consumption of non-durable commodities that forms a habit. So, the past purchases of durable commodities as well as non-durable commodities that influence our current demand. Here, dynamic demand, the past decisions are influencing current decision. So, the recent past have more influence rather than the remote past on our current purchasing decisions. Recent past have more influence on current purchasing decision rather than remote past. Let's find out the distributed lag models, that is, models including lagged values of demand, income, etc. The models including lagged values of income and demand, past demand, are known as distributed lag models. The distributed lagged model can be represented by the equation Qxt is a function of Pxt, Pxt minus 1, Qxt minus 1, Qxt minus 2, etc., Yt and Yt minus 1. The equation Qxt means quantity demanded of x at the time, current time, Qxt, as a function of price in current time, that is Pxt, previous time price Pxt minus 1, previously purchased quantity, that is Qxt minus 1, previously purchased quantity in the year back, that is xt minus 2, xt minus 3, etc. Then current income Yt, previous income Yt minus 1, etc. So, how many years or how many number of lags we are studying, that depends upon the particular type of relationship we are going to study. The dynamic model or distributed lagged model is firstly contributed by R. Stone on consumer durables. Then it extended and generalized by Hadakar and Taylor. Demand function as well as investment function are taken into account under the dynamic demand model. Then Nerlovian stock adjustment principle is being explained with the help of distributed lag model. The Nerlovian stock adjustment principle is explaining the dynamic model of demand for durable commodities, while the dynamic model for demand of non-durable commodities is being explained by Houdaker and Taylor, and their principle is known as habit creation principle. Here we are going to explain Nerlovian stock adjustment principle, that is for consumer durables. So the equation we can represent as Qxt is equal to A1 Yt plus A2 Qt minus 1. Here Qxt, that is quantity demand of x in time period t, is a function of A1 Yt plus A2 Qt minus 1. That is quantity demand in time period t is influenced by income and past purchase, that is Qt minus 1. So the desired level of durables determined from current level of income. What is desired level of durables? How much durable commodities we want to purchase. That is the desired level of durables. That is determined from current level of income. So we can represent the desired level of durable commodities in the equation, that is Q star T. Q star T, that is equal to B by T. Q star T is a proportion of current level of income, that is B by T. We cannot acquire the desired level of durables within one time period due to our limited income. So, each period the consumer acquire a part of desired level of income, and gradually we reach to the desired level. Each period we are coming closer to desired level. So the desired level Q star T, each year we purchase a quantity of Qt. The actual change in quantity purchase, that is Qt minus 1, it is a fraction k of the desired change, that is Q star T minus Q x t minus 1. So the fraction k of the desired change, actual change in quantity purchase, we will get from minusing the Q star T minus Qt minus 1. So Qt minus Qt minus 1 is equal to k into Q star T minus Qt minus 1, where k is the coefficient of stock adjustment. K is the coefficient of stock adjustment. Then Qt minus 1 is equal to k into Q star T minus Q x t minus 1. That is the main equation for the Nerlovian stock adjustment principle, where k is the coefficient of stock adjustment. The value of k lies between 0 and 1. We know that Q star T is equal to B by T. Earlier we have given that Q star T is a fraction of current level of income. So it is B by T. So we substitute Q star T by B by T in the equation 1. Equation 1, Qt minus Qt minus 1 is equal to k into Q star T. Instead of Q star T, we are going to write as B by T minus Qt minus 1. So we are going to rearrange the equation and we get the equation as Qt minus Qt minus 1 is equal to K into Byt minus Qt minus 1. We get the equation as Qt is equal to, we are taking apart Qt to left hand side. So Qt is equal to K into Byt minus Qt minus 1, and earlier from that side of Qt minus 1, the minus Qt minus 1 is taken to the opposite side, so it will be plus Qt minus 1. From this, we are rearranging. Qt is equal to, we are multiplying k with the factors inside the bracket. So k into byt, we will get kbyt plus k into minus qt minus 1 plus qt minus 1. So we are taking outside qt minus 1. From this, we are taking outside the qt minus 1. So for representing qt minus 1, 1 minus k into qt minus 1. So 1 minus k into qt minus 1. In this equation, the kb is denoted as a1 and 1 minus k is denoted as a2. So we will get the earlier equation as qxt is equal to a1 yt plus a2 qt minus 1. From this, it is clear that past purchasing decisions or past stock is influencing our current purchasing decision. This is Nerlovian stock adjustment principle. Thank you.